Hello everyone, Devil Jinx here. I am reacting to Berserk, the old anime, not the new one. The new one didn't look that appealing to me. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I've been playing a lot of Elden Ring on my YouTube channel. I've been playing a lot of Dark Souls lately, and I've heard a lot about Berserk. Now, granted, the only things I do, in fact, know about Berserk in its entirety is that there's the main character, Guts. He's a badass, apparently. There's a weird-ass scene involving a horse, and this world is incredibly dark. I do have a guest with me. He'll be with me for these first two episodes. After that, I might just go at it solo. And to start with, I did kind of skip ahead a little bit just to see if it starts with the intro or if it starts with the subtitles. And also, I balanced out my camera so that way when we get the two lines of text, everybody can see it, I can see it. But to start with, the audio will be muted, and then once the introduction is done playing, then I'll put the audio back on. But otherwise, if I don't get the audio to work properly for these first two episodes, you will definitely have subtitles for below. That way, you know at least what I'm reacting to. And then after the first episode, Pug and I will have a discussion. Anyways, he wanted to share a few thoughts and opinions with you before we started. So, Pug, take it away.
Yeah. Yeah. If you watched any of Lucas' past streams, I'm an old regular. Would recommend putting my YouTube channel in your description when you get around to it, because I'm just gonna say this. I'm entirely caught up on the Berserk storyline in manga, and I know basically everything that happens. But that's only because I watched the Almighty Wally's massive 30-hour retrospective deep dive into it. So if you guys want to send death threats, I have a few meme videos if you want to leave them there instead of on Lucas' channel because he doesn't deserve it. But in all seriousness, from what I have heard about this show beforehand, uh, I know that the music is amazing. Guts theme in particular, because that's one thing that whenever I'm reading something like super like dark or depressing, I always like put that on as background music to get me in the mood.
Yeah.
But yeah, and aside from that, I know that also this it this anime it's not 100% uh, accurate with the manga. There's a lot of stuff cut out.
Mm,
It's obvious because like there's a lot of stuff that happens in the manga itself in comparison to what they can achieve in this show, and especially in comparison, the animation it's gonna be good for its time, but compared to like the art in the manga, yeah.
Well, now that you
But
mentioned that there was a GIF of, or actually no, it was a short clip video from like the old Scooby Doo movies. You remember like Zombie Island, the one with the hex girls and whatnot. The animation in those is really good, and then you look at how they've done some of the modern Scooby Doo movies, and they're absolute dog shit in comparison. So even though this is an older anime, I don't expect it to be like spectacular animation quality. I mean, I know it's probably going to be a product for its time. That's fine by me. I'm just more interested in the story to see what the big deal is, and I do plan on
yeah,
reading the manga because I've been told that the manga still isn't even a complete story yet, and the anime only covered like so much of it. But the anime is just kind of my
yeah,
way of like dipping my toe into it, seeing if I'm interested
yeah.
in going forward.
I will say from all that I've gathered, this anime is like the best of all the Berserk adaptations,
Hmm.
though it's not perfect, of course. Uh, and I have heard something about like regarding the ending, uh, but I am not entirely like clear up on that. The people that talk about it were super fucking vague. I won't say anything because I also don't want to give spoilers.
Yeah, that's fine. And
Yeah,
everybody I've spoken to about it, they also avoided the spoilers, but they said do not watch the 2016 one. Watch the old one because the 2016 one is just bad. And then I'm like, I don't even know what's going on in any of these scenes, but every clip I've seen of it, it looks bad. Like the 3D CGI just isn't cutting it for me, Chief. Like I'm not on board with that shit.
all right.
But yeah,
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
okay.
So
Yeah, I will leave a link to Luke's stuff down below in the description. He can probably also post a comment. I might pin that, I might not. It just depends. But I'll try to leave one in the description. Um, yeah, give his content a good check out. So, with that all said and done and all the shenanigans out of the way, I am ready to start if you are.
yep.
All right. Three, two, one, play. in this
in this
world.
world.
It's the
It's
destiny
the
of
destiny
mankind
of
controlled
mankind
by some
controlled.
transcendental
Some
entity
trans-
or law.
Allah.
It is like the hand of God hovering above? Question mark. Asking the real questions here, like
Yeah. It seems like our text narration is very confused about what's going on, which is always a good sign.
even over his own will. Ooh, shiny. Oh, I guess we aren't starting with the introduction. Okay, once the intro plays, I'm turning the audio off just to avoid copyright.
Yeah.
It's a man of the hour, Mr. Guts himself.
Yeah. Futsu.
I definitely like this old 90s art style, or I guess this is like late 80s? Or no, this is late
No,
90s.
this is 97, so
Okay. Alright, so I will watch the intro though, because yeah, like I said, I'm not going to skip around because I don't want Pug to have to catch up or bounce around with me, because that'll just make this video
yeah.
all the more confusing.
I'm going to assume you already listened to the intro beforehand.
I haven't. I just skipped ahead a little bit to get to where like there was some dialogue where there were two lines of dialogue, so that way I could measure it up to which I might actually need to move it again, but I'll hold off because that might just be the. Yeah, we'll see, because I know the opening scene is like in a tavern or something like that, and I'll check the dialogue. And
I'm watching this through this, and my God, this is.
yeah, the introduction or the animation on the introduction is pretty good so far.
I'm listening to the OP right now, and it's like this song does not fit. This does not fit like anything to do.
I'll probably give it a listen after
It's
after we do this reaction, and I'll give my thoughts on it when I react to episode 3, The Black Swordsman.
all right. So, like, what timestamp you want me at?
No, you should be fine. You didn't have to pause at all.
I paused, but
All right, I'm at 2:33.
all right. All right, hold on.
I did tell him not to pause, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, 2:33.
Yeah.
I'm there.
All right, 3, 2, 1, play. I'm assuming the intro is very happy-go-lucky because right now this mood's very sullen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched Black Parade, but it's got a deceptive opening to it as well. Or not Black Parade, Death Parade.
I haven't heard of that.
It's only 10, or no, it's 12 episodes long, but it's really, really good.
All right. Trust you on that. Well, must be taking them all to an orphanage. Hope they have a happy life soon after.
Okay, yeah, looks like the subtitles will be fine.
この頃じゃミッドランドのご城下さえなんだか暗いからな。やっぱりグリフィスってやつが国王になったせい。
Griffith, I know that name.
ダメですよ、そんなこと言っちゃ。どこで聞かれてるか。
What the hell kind of haircut is that, dude?
かわいそうだが関わらん方がいい。殺されちまうぞ。
Guy to his right's kind of got a derpy look to him.
なんだここにはかわいそうなお嬢ちゃんを助けてやろうってやつはいねえのか情けねえななあお前たちもそう思うだろ
I think somebody needs to save you from that haircut, dude.
親切な奴らが席を開けてくれたぜ。親父、酒だ。
ほら酒だよ、早くしろよ。
ほらほら、お嬢ちゃん、ちゃんと継がねえとこぼしちまうぜ。
そうしたらお嬢ちゃんに舐めて掃除してもらうからな。
Oh, they're a lovely bunch.
これとどうかこれとを許してくだされ。
Oh, I know where this is going.
つけん
Yep.
だよじじい。
先にぶつかってきたのはそっちだろうが、それをただ謝っただけで済まそうなんてダメんだよ。だから俺たちがてめえの代わりにしつけてやろうってんじゃねえか。
さあお嬢ちゃん、俺にもついでくんな。
So I'm guessing these guys got like some kind of protection from somebody, because that's why nobody's stepping up to defend her.
お嬢ちゃんだ。
ほらお嬢ちゃん、こぼしたやつをきれいに舐めとりな。さあ。
Yeah, fuck these guys. Jesus Christ.
もったいねえだろうが。
Bunch of
何
assholes.
ぐずぐずしてんだよ。ほらお嬢ちゃん、うまいだろ。
よし、その調子だ。お嬢ちゃん、残さずに全部舐めとるんだぞ。
ついでにテーブルの上を全部舐めてきれいにしてくんな。そいつはいいや。
Okay, we get it. Yeah, thank you. I was gonna say, somebody come fuck these clowns up.
頑張る。
誰だ。
Gamaru, more like Nomoru.
なんだ貴様、俺たちが誰だか分かってんのか。
I get the impression he doesn't give a shit. Oh, okay.
てめえ、こんなことをしてただで済むと思うなよ。
Who's we? All your friends are dead, dumbass.
親玉に会いたい。
なんだと。
Oh, I thought he threw something at his throat.
Yeah, they look like it. Yeah.
お前らの親玉にことづてを頼みたい。黒い剣士が来た。それだけでいい。
黒い剣士だと。
そうだ。
Oh, brutal. Gonna be feeling that in the morning. That is a big fucking sword. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
He's had like what, 2 lines of dialogue and I already love this guy.
頼んだぜ。
Yo, that dude's gonna be waking up in a cold sweat for the rest of his life.
あの男、とんでもない
All
こ
of
と
them
を
are.
してしてくれたぞ。
That guy made a terrible mess. Yeah, no shit.
はい、全身黒ずくめの男です。やたらと早打ちのできる弓矢と身の丈を越すような大きな剣で城の連中をあっという間に。大臣殿、いかがなさいますか。草の根を分けてでもこの男を探し出すのだ。必ず引っ捕らえてこい。はっ。あのお方に何と申し開きをすればよいのか。黒ずくめの男だ。逃がすんじゃないぞ。
なるほど。町の騒ぎはそういうことか。へい。大臣をここへ呼べ。へい、すぐに。奴はここ
Nice teeth you got there, buddy. Holy shit, it's Nosferatu. What are you doing here, buddy? What are you doing here in an anime? I'm definitely liking the kind of dull color tone to everything.
Yeah.
Definitely captures the mood and the misery and everything.
Yeah, the lighting is perfect, I'd say. Yeah, I think I noticed, like, I noticed from that scene, they made kind of a huge change with that. And I'll explain that after the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Them again. Tax collectors. Well, that's not creepy. That's not creepy either.
Yeah.
Huh, greedy much? What the fuck?
The queen.
Yeah, my queen. I don't want it. She's a queen. So I'm thinking of Game of Thrones.
I have no clue whether or not I should actually bother watching Game of Thrones. Oh, it's her.
Yo, this just went from, like, misery to fucking straight up, like, horror. Like, I'm waiting for Hellraiser to show up. Not gonna lie, though, the chick's kind of hot.
Yeah, she is. Literally the point.
Holy shit, is that Brainiac?
She's literally Slaanesh.
Oh, I like her already.
My fucking eyes.
Yeah. Warning to those who are susceptible to epileptic seizures. Beware. Jesus
Oh
Christ.
god, it's him.
Griffith. You got some very feminine lips. I don't know, that's PTSD or if you just took the wrong drugs of a guy, but Jesus Christ, you got some shit to work out.
I won't explain it.
Man, you need a fucking pedicure, dude. Or manicure, excuse me.
Sir, I can barely hear you from this far away.
For real.
Could we not have gotten a shorter table? What?
I don't know, maybe he's got that elongated table because he's got the pointy ears, so he might have hypersensitive hearing.
生贄も金も今までの倍出させてもらう。あの男も必ずや捕らえて連れてくる。だから。
やつれたな。今までと違って今度は自分の身も心配せねばならんからな。
I was about to say, who the hell's a random schnook sitting in the chair?
金、そんなものはどうでもよいのだよ。ただ、私は
それなりのもてなしをしたい
Or is that Griffith?
豪華の中逃げ惑う人間たち
No, he's not Griffith.
Okay.
馬に踏みしだかれて砕ける
Different
骨
character
の
entirely.
そういった宴の席を用意したいだ
Doesn't even have a fucking name though.
お待ちください。町の者には手を出さぬという約束が。
知らんな。
そんな。
どうでもよいのだ。
Yeah, he looks like one of the most trustworthy people you could ever meet. Totally never gonna go back on his word.
町の者を皆殺しにしろ。すべてを焼き払ってしまえ。
Those are still.
I mean, this seems like a bit of an overreaction just to deal with one guy. I'm just saying.
何なんだ一体この騒ぎは。
Having read the manga, I'm gonna say this straight up. This feels botched.
大臣殿。
Well, so much for him.
And I will say I've actually read the manga through like this whole first Black Swordsman arc.
Jesus
started
Christ.
So I at least have credibility in that regard. Everything else you can kill me on.
I mean, what? You could have just wrote the guy a letter and he'd show up. You didn't have to burn down your own fucking village. Or city or whatever.
The thing is, it's not his own village.
Oh, he just kind of waltzed in and took over.
Yeah, Walston took over.
Gotcha.
I don't think they're gonna explain it, but you remember when you saw that cart full of kids pass by on the road?
Yeah.
He ate them all.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Even the horses are sliced in half. Push-ups, sit-ups, and plenty of juice. That's how.
なるほど。
I really
噂
hope
に
they
は
don't
聞いて
steal
いた
his
が、
childhood.
貴様が我々人を付け狙う黒い剣士か。たかが人間風情が我らに立てつこうとはな。ベリタ、肩腹、痛いわ。
There you go.
死ね。
That little hand crossbow's pretty, no pun intended, handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way that guy's dead. Oh my god, it's Rykard from Elden Ring.
愚か者め、何本矢を打ち込もうとも、貴様らのようなひ弱な
What the fuck?
私を殺すことなどでき
I'm sorry, dude, your face, or your mouth rather, looks kind of like a vagina. What the hell? I mean, cool design, but the mouth, I can't.
人間ならば最初の一撃で死んでいるところだぜ。どうだ、わかったか。貴様ら人間というものがどれほど弱い存在かということが、これで終わりだ。脆い、貧弱なものよ、人間。
Come on, shoot him in the face.
貴様ら人間は餌に過ぎん。我々の腹を満たすための餌にな。餌は餌らしく。
Yeah.
I was expecting, but still cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, bisected him. Holy shit.
That actually happens a couple times in the manga, let's say. And it's amazing each and every single time it happens.
殺せないと言ったよな。お前はその楽園。そうさ。
Ooh.
貴様の言う通り人間は弱えよ。すぐ死ぬ。だがその人間がどれほど切り刻まれ突き刺されてもそれでも生き続けなきゃならないとしたら
Oh, he's enjoying the shit out of this.
それがどんなことか貴様も少しは味わってみろよ。いや、やめろ。助けてくれ。同じことを言った人間たちに貴様は何をした。うわあ、やめてくれ。助けてくれ。
With a face like that, I don't blame you, Guts. I'd want to kill him too.
Yeah. I don't know how much of the Black Swordsman arc they're gonna do for this, but oh,
That's a younger version of him, I take it.
本気でこの俺様を撃つというのか。度胸だけは褒めてやろう。だが後悔することになるぞ。貴様のその頭、この斧で。
There's a big fucking suit of armor. Holy shit, dude.
not gonna lie, that's kind of a good transition, but then again, I get the feeling we're gonna skip over a lot more than I originally thought we were.
Gotcha. Okay, so that was episode 1. I'm just gonna get episode 2 up, and then before I hit play on any of that. So, I'm gonna tell you what I thought about it, like what I thought was going on, and we'll go from there. So, those guys that we met at the very beginning, the thugs or whatever, I'm assuming they worked for the snake guy. And that's why they were allowed to get away with all the bullshit they were doing with the old man and his grandchild and all that other shit. And then God shows up, and he's obviously looking for this guy anyway, so he may as well make a scene and send a statement to him, which he does.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm a little confused on who the other guy in the armor was, the dude with the black hair, because like it seemed like he was somebody in charge, and then the next time we see him, he just gets killed. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
Dude? There's literally no other important characters in this besides Guts and that snake guy.
So
that snake guy barely is important anymore.
So after that whole scene in the tavern where Guts kills all those guys, it transitions to like a guy standing on a balcony with another guy like down on one knee, telling him like some shit happened in the village or whatever.
Yeah. You're talking about the town mayor dude. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, should I explain exactly what happens in that portion of the Black Swordsman arc?
You don't have to. We can do that later. If there's things that don't make sense, if there's things that don't make sense to me by the end of my viewing, then I'll ask about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry I started talking with you there, but yeah, it doesn't make sense because they cut out so many like characters, like they cut out a very important character. They took out a couple details here.
Well, what I picked up on is that he's clearly hunting for this guy named Griffith, and he's also hunting down these apostles who I guess are gonna eventually he keeps taking out the apostles, and eventually he'll hit the big chiefs, because this is a similar motivation that Dante from Devil May Cry had, is that he opens up a demon hunting business, and he eventually wants to find and kill the demon that took out his mother, which was Mundus, even though Mundus's servants kind of come knocking to his door without having to do anything to do with his actual hunting of demons. So I'm assuming that brand that he had is also something that ties him to all the fucking weird shit that he was hearing and seeing from those 4 or 5 deities or whatever. And I'm guessing he went through some shit, and that's why he's hunting down these apostles because they clearly did something to him or did something to somebody close to him. And I think Griffith is like one of their champions or something. Maybe it was somebody that Guts trusted once upon a time. Don't answer any of my questions. Just I'm just theorizing here. Um, uh, or talking to myself, like kind of telling you what I think, and then you can kind of think to yourself like, oh, he's got it right, or oh, he doesn't. And I don't want you to answer my
Yeah.
questions. Um, but yeah, I think I definitely see like a revenge angle here with Guts, and like yeah, sure, he's kind of I mean, when he was killing the snake, like after he cut it in half, like he could have just killed it and been done with it. But no, he wanted to make it feel pain because he knew that the snake guy had caused pain to other people. And he's just like, how does it feel? And you know what? I say kudos to him, especially with the snake dude having a weird ass mouth like that. I'd want to torture him a little too. But first episode impressions, pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, yeah, I get the feeling that that's gonna be that's just that this episode is just gonna be all the stuff they're gonna do with the Black Swordsman arc. And I know like there's some parts of that arc that aren't great, but it's, I prefer if it was just more developed so that we could actually see like so, because they cut out many important character beats. I feel for Guts. Well, kind of rearrange it a bit. And
Okay.
also, we're probably never gonna see there's this one character named Puck. If you start reading the manga, you'll see a lot more of him. They cut him out, and I get the feeling that's because they they are focusing on what they released at the time, and Puck does not play a part for uh, any of the Golden Age arc, which I hear is like the main focus of the series,
Hmm.
and it seems like we're already starting it. And by that point, no one really was sure where exactly Miura was going to go with the whole series going forward, involving Puck and all that, and who was going to actually matter. Maybe they just cut him out because they didn't really see a need to have him in. They just wanted to get that thing over with, this
Okay.
introduction over with.
Yeah, and I did say this earlier for those watching. I do plan on reading the manga after I get done with this anime series because I've been told that the manga does, or the anime does cut out a lot, and I can kind of see it because it did feel like it skipped around. But I at least have the general idea that this is a revenge story. Guts is hunting down these apostles to get to this Griffith guy, and then whoever the fuck those other weirdos are. And I think with the Soneshi chick, he just wants to bang her, and then he wants to kill her. But hey,
Yeah,
I say, do what you got to do,
yeah,
buddy.
yeah. I will entirely recommend the manga. I would recommend watching Almighty Lolly's like massive 30-hour uh, deep dive retrospective.
Hmm.
But if I did that, but I don't want to do that because I do not want to receive a letter bomb in my mail.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, it's just LJ shit talked me for like saying, oh, I understand all of it now because I didn't read the manga. I watched this guy talking for 30 minutes, but like going to detail the entire story and all this fucking analysis and shit.
Yeah, I typically watch stuff like that. It's kind of like supplemental material. If like there's stuff that I don't understand, I can especially do that with One Piece because One Piece is all kinds of fucking shit you can break down.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, I mean, there isn't really much to ponder on that first episode. It was pretty straightforward on what the
yeah,
story is going to be for me. It's definitely going to be a revenge story, and I guess we're going to learn more about this Griffith guy, who the apostles are, and then who those fucking weird, I guess, supernatural entities that Guts was seeing and hearing are. Um, yeah, not a whole lot of established storyline so far, but I definitely like Guts. He's definitely a badass. That whole hand cannon thing was unexpected, but also
yeah,
really damn cool.
yeah, yeah. Gus is literally like uh, the the icon of the series, of course, and he is the main character. He's also like inspired characters like Cloud and a bunch of other swordsman type characters. Kirito, infamously, and of course, his massive fucking sword and shit.
Yeah.
Which I hope I hope that little like tease at the end doesn't mean that they're gonna skip his entire like how he was raised, because oh boy.
Okay.
The
I think.
yeah. Let's get into it, I guess.
Okay, actually, I want to point out two things. I do know that his character inspired two bosses in the FromSoft series games. First is Artorias from Dark Souls 1. He's a DLC boss, but he's also mentioned, I think, in the vanilla game, like before the DLC even came out. And also a character named, I believe it's Blythe or Blyde. He's basically a literal wolf man that uses a big fucking sword.
Oh yeah,
I think I kept.
I know where that reference comes
Yeah,
from.
yeah, he
That's
was.
later in the manga, let's say.
Okay, yeah, I have seen Guts' wolf armor. I have seen fan art of that. Actually, there is a little thumbnail that I'm using here, which I believe is fan art. I'll double check it because I want to give credit where credit's due. And speaking of which, I need to find like some just generic vanilla stuff from the anime because I'm not big on using people's artwork without their explicit permission. Um, Even though, like, you can give credit, but still, that doesn't inherently mean you have permission to use their stuff for your content. But yeah, I'll definitely try to leave a link to whatever artist drew this thing, and then I'm gonna try to find just something from the anime. Hell, I might even just clip something off the anime. It's the out for each episode I watch, and be like, "That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail." But, anyways, I've got the second video geared up. Whenever you're ready, I'll hit play. Again, I'm gonna let the intro play as is normal because we don't need to be jumping and skipping around.
All right. All right. I have it up. I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
この世界には人の運命を司る何らかの超越的な律神の手が存在するのだろうか。少なくとも人は自らの意志さえ自由にはできない。
Seeing that quote again, it's making me think of Bloodborne, because essentially, like in Bloodborne, they worship this blood that's basically got healing powers to it, and because they use the blood so much, they become more addicted to it. Like it's even more addictive and intoxicating than alcohol, and they just use so much of it that it just basically turns everybody into a bunch of blood-crazed monsters and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely heard the little upbeats to the freaking intro there right before I muted it. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to have to definitely watch this after we get done reacting to it and have our post-episode 2 discussion. I don't know. I might consider just having you along for the entire ride. That way I have somebody to bounce ideas with. And then if I have questions, I can have them answered. I mean, obviously I have none right now that I want answered, but just in the event that I do have some that I want answered. But it'll be up to you. We'll probably do these once a weekend because I definitely don't plan on binging this by any stretch of the imagination. I especially want to upload this one either today or tomorrow, see how it sits with the algorithm, and if the algorithm doesn't come after me, then I'll proceed it as normal. But we'll definitely do these like once a weekend. Holy shit, that was loud. I turned the audio back on, I just hear boom, bang, crash. Jesus Christ. It's like, yo, what the fuck? Holy shit, it's the Michelin Man.
Azuso!
Yeah, oh, don't worry, he's just here to sell you tires. And for killing bears? If you're mercenary. That guy's a mood.
誰だまだガキじゃねえかそれに見ろよあれあの小僧あんなでかいもの振り回すつもりか若いやつは見え張りたがるからなぶっ殺された
本気でこの俺様を撃つというのか度胸だけは褒めてやろう小僧だが後悔することになるぞ貴様のその頭この斧で叩き落とされることになるのだからな それにしても貴様のようなケツの青い若造が戦場に立つとはそちらは相当の兵員
This dude is talking so much shit. I'm just waiting for him to get one-shotted.
隠れるふぬけぞろい。
早い。
なんてう
Yeah.
見ろ、あのバズーソで押されてるぞ。
Oh, snap, son.
I was starting to think of that one. Do you like my swimming meme? For a second, with how that was.
Yeah. Oof. You seem to have a bit of a leak there, Michelin Man.
敵さんにもあんなすげえやつがいたのか。どっかの傭兵だろ。
あんたとどっちが強いかな。
バカ、次元が違うぜ。なあ、グリフィス。
Oh, it's Griffith.
ああ、3日で落ちると言われた城を3ヶ月も持たせたんだ。
領主も逃がしたし、もらった金の分は働いたさ。
Oops.
Okay.
今回の報奨金だ。
Yeah, I don't know what the point of that scene was.
しかし大したものだ。まぐれとはいえ、お前のような若造があのバズーソー。
Bazooso.
正直驚いたぞ。どうだ、お前正式に私に仕えてみんか。給料も今までの3倍。なんなら私分に取り立ててやってもよいぞ。お前のような傭兵にはまたとない話だろ。どうだ。
He just ignored everything that dude said.
ここいらには戦の話
Oh, never mind.
もうなさそうだしな。
いやちょっと待った。地位も金も保証するぞ。何も危険な戦場に身を投じずとも。
そりゃ
Bad touch, stranger danger.
触るんじゃねえ。
I don't know, with a haircut and a mustache like that, I don't blame him.
I really hope that they're gonna do a flashback to his earlier life before this. I pray.
Flashback within a flashback, huh?
I know. It's stupid, but
おい、誰か来るぞ。あ？おい、あいつバズーソやった野郎だぜ。なんでこんなところに。どうすんのよ、敵だぜ。関係ねえだろ、今の俺たちには。
sorry, just shit.
でもあいつ懐の方は温かいはずだぜ。バズーソをやった報奨金持ってっからな。
You know what, you four schnooks think you can take him?
グリフィス。
Oh, never mind. Griffith's there.
好きにしろ。
よしおめえら一緒に来い。なんだよ。何がおかしいキャスか。
あんたじゃあいつはやれないよ。
言ってくれるじゃねえか。俺もバズーソを倒して名を上げるつもりだったんだ。それをあんな馬の方
Oh, hello.
知らねえ野郎に。
Oh, never mind. Those are her pants.
死ぬよ。
Yeah, no.
I was like, Jesus Christ, she's not wearing shit.
まあ見てなって。
No. Costa's classy,
コル
like.
カスのやつ。グリフィス、いいのかほっといて。
It's like Griffith just doesn't have any fucks to give. It's like, I'm tired of those four anyway. Fuck them. Let them die.
気のせいか。
I like how they're yelling, but their mouths aren't moving. Little immersion they're breaking, or a little immersion breaking their show. It looks like he's been disarmed.
こいつマジで強え。
おい、ダンとイルのやつやられちまったぞ。
なんだ言い出しっぺのコルカスがビビっちまってるぜ。
言わんこっちゃない。
キャスカ。お前言ってやれ。
ちょっとなんでさ、コルカスが勝手に。わかったよ。
おいリゲル、お前行け。
なんでだよ。
Oh, foul on the offense, apparently.
来たのか。
仕方ないだろう。グリフィスの命令だよ。下がってな。
It's a girl!
貴様
I don't know why you're getting so pissy. He was just walking around minding his own business.
おい見ろ、キャスカが追い込まれてるぞ。うちでキャスカに勝てるのはグリフィスだけだぜ。
強い。なんて打ち込みだ。
Maybe you guys just suck. Maybe you haven't been trying hard enough.
They're mercenaries, so I think they talk about other people too. In here in combat, but peace. Never mind.
グリフィス
He looks familiar.
気をつけて。こいつ手強いよ。
剣を引いてくれないか。ダメか。
I like how chill his horse is about all this. I see he bought the pre-order DLC.
すごい人たちで。
バカな野郎だぜ。グリフィスとまともにやり合おうなんてよ。
コルカス、誰のためにこんなことになったと思ってるんだ。
悪かった。
You should probably be apologizing to the guy that died and the other guy that lost his arm.
Yeah, he was also probably gonna die.
like those two were pretty much fucked.
Yep.
It's a pretty boy.
Yeah. Totally not a female.
Could have fooled me.
Oh god.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, yo,
Oh, stop,
yo,
stop.
oh. What are we doing
This is
here?
how they're gonna show the fucking...
I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going.
Is that supposed to be Donovan?
But why is he naked?
Yup, it's Donovan.
Gambino?
ガミーノ、助けて。こいつ剣で切ってもダメなんだ。ガミーノ。
Gambino, what happened to your clothes?
忘れちまったのか。俺はもう死んじまってるんだぜ。おめえにぐっさり剣を突き立てられてよ。痛かったぜ。本当に死ぬほどにな。
And then somebody stole all my clothes.
おめえは死ぬべきだったんだ。死ぬべきだった。俺は死ぬべきだったんだ。死ぬべきだったんだ。死ぬべきだったんだ。死ぬべきだったんだ。死ぬべきだったんだ。死ぬべきだったんだ。許してガンビーノ、許して。
Yeah, the imagery of this is just fucking nothing but puppy dogs and cat and candy clouds in this fucking bitch.
Oh, crap.
Oh damn, they castrated him too.
No balls, probably no butthole.
Whoa! Whoa! That was some places I didn't think he'd be going. I'm pretty sure you could get arrested for that, lady.
It's Middle Ages, dude.
I know that, but I mean, just because you didn't say no doesn't imply consent. Well, I had to check to make sure you had a pulse somehow. I guess.
And make sure you're still working.
Speak for yourself there, gutsy boy. Hey, he looks like an elf. Well, that was rude. It's like, what the fuck did I do? Yeah. For what? It was your fucking clown brigade that attacked him.
キャスカのやつは女を捨ててずっと一傭兵としてやってきたんだ。実際そこらの男よりよっぽど腕が立つ。
Or maybe, you know, you guys just aren't trying hard enough.
2日2晩あんたと添い寝させられたんだぜ。血流しすぎて冷え切ったあんたの体を温めるためにさ。男を温め
So
るの
yeah,
は女の
Griffith
役
told
目
her,
だってね。
yeah, get naked and lie with this dude for literally 2 days while he's in a coma.
Actually, there's something I want to talk about Fairy Tail because a very similar situation happened in it.
Probably inspired by this.
すごい剣だな。俺には触れないよ。一緒に来てくれないか。
Are you gonna take me to where you stored my penis? I kinda need that back.
Yeah.
この目つきの悪い連中は。
鷹の段。
The Band of the Hawk.
鷹の段。
知っているのか。
噂だけな。
Griffith, Hawk. I'm sensing a bird theme here.
で一番顔を合わせたくない傭兵団だ。今回の城攻めも鷹の段がいたおかげで3日で終わるところが3ヶ月かかった。それにしてもまさかこんなに若い連中だったとは。
一体どういうつもりなんだグリフィスは。あんな野郎助けちまって。
仲間にするつもりなんじゃないかな。
あ？
だってあいつすごい強かったじゃない。仲間にすれば戦力になるよきっと。
Oh my god, that bowl cut though.
ふざけたこと言ってんじゃねえよリッケルト。あいつは犬の腕一本とガンをやってるんだ。
You attacked him, you stupid shit.
このまま放っておけるか。なあビビン。
Yeah, no, he's the asshole.
Yeah, I gather that much. Like, take accountability for your actions, douchebag.
I wish I remembered his name, but
いい眺めだな。
I remember Casca said it like once or twice.
なぜあの時俺の心臓を
I forgot it too, though.
てめえならできたはずだぜ。なぜ殺さなかった？お前が欲しいと思ったからさ、ガッツ。
Figures.
あの城でお前とバズーソとの一騎打ち拝見させてもらったよ。見事だった。
You have no form. You just swing wildly.
だが危なかったな。バズーソの斧に亀裂が入っていなかったら頭を割られていたのはお前の方だったはずだ。だろうな。正直だな。お前の戦いぶりはまるで自分の命を試しているように見える。バズーソみたいな化け物やコルカスたちのような多勢を相手に一歩も引かない。
Oh yeah,
Corcus, yeah, that's the douche's name.
逆に自分からがむしゃらに剣を打ち込んでいく。確かに勇ましいが、俺にはわざわざ自分の身を死の危険にさらして逆にそこから命を拾おうとあがいている。そんな風に感じたよ。お前は面白い。俺はお前が気に入った。お前が欲しいんだ。
Keep it in your pants, Griffith. Keep it in your pants.
Yeah, Griffith, you know, totally not gay.
なんだよ、こいつ。
Hey, it's a new day and age. I ain't judging.
人のことをズケズケと。嫌だと言ったら嫌か。ああ、お断りだ。知った上なこと抜かしやがって。お前に何がわかるってんだ。ろくに口も聞いてないお前に俺の何がわかりはしない。ただそう感じただけさ。気に食わねえな。
I guess you could say he has a guts feeling.
人の体に大穴開けといて慣れ慣れしいんだよ。仕掛けてきたのはそっちだ。俺はこいつをチャラにするつもりはないぜ。俺もお前の仲間を一人やってるが、そいつを忘れてくれとは言わねえ。
But it was their fault.
俺とお前は敵同士ってわけだ。どうするつもりだ。なに、簡単さ。こいつで蹴りをつける。俺が勝ったらてめえの胸に俺のと同じ大穴開けてやるよ。俺が勝ったら煮るなり焼くなり好きにしな。
Don't tempt him with a good time.
That is a bad thing to suggest to this man. Of all people.
力ずくっていうのも
I'm gonna say threaten, but yeah.
グリフィス。
手を出すな、キャスカ。
だけど
俺は欲しいものは絶対手に入れる。そんなめ腐った態度が気に食わねえんだ。
Le gasp. Okay.
Oh, so that's how they're gonna do the freaking cliffhanger on this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's definitely a cliffhanger. So yeah, that definitely is. They're definitely establishing. Like obviously, I know the current timeline. Guts hates Griffith for some reason. Don't know that exact reason, but it has to do with these apostles or whatever. But yeah, it does seem like they started off as enemies or whatever. At least from Guts' perspective, they're enemies. From Griffith, it's like he wants this guy because he knows he's talented, he's got skills, and all that stuff. And he's just like, you're strong, you're tough, but you're also reckless, and you just you put your life in danger because you want to feel alive, or like something to that effect. Casca's definitely got, I think she's got Loki, that kind of tsundere thing going on with Guts. I think she's a little bit like, oh damn, you know, he's carrying that big sword. I wonder what else he's got tucked under them pantalones and whatnot. Maybe that's why Griffith took his dick. But anyways, there's actually a scene in Fairy Tail where they do something similar where Natsu's like on the verge of dying, his body's cold, and they have Lucy stripped down and basically bundle up with him. And I'm like, why are we doing this in Fairy Tail? In this show, I get it because it's for mature audiences anyway. But for Fairy Tail, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Anyways, enough about that.
Yeah.
Enough about that shitty show.
Yeah.
Or at
So
least,
what do you think about that one dream sequence, by the way?
The one with Gambino?
Yeah, Gambino and that weird red hand dude.
So, I don't know the context to that, other than I guess another bad thing happened when he was a lot younger, and I guess...
Oh god, a lot of bad things happened when he was even younger. Holy shit.
Apparently this dude just hasn't had a fucking break in life, is what I'm gathering.
No, yeah, basically.
Like, apparently the world just has decided that this guy needs to suffer for all of his fucking life or whatever. But yeah, I'm guessing Gambino was... You know, I'm guessing Gambino's like a mentor figure or something to him, and he ended up killing him, or something to that effect.
Yeah, let's just say that his childhood, the world just keeps on dicking on him, and I don't use that term metaphorically. In Guts' case,
yeah.
Hopefully the anime won't like gloss over that detail, and we'll actually and you'll actually understand what the fuck I'm referring to. But oh my god.
I will say that these 2 episodes have definitely piqued my interest. It's definitely... I definitely have a lot of questions. I'm hoping that most of them get answered, so that way when I jump into the manga, I'll have a good, decent understanding of what, I'm getting into. The imagery in this show, though, is definitely matching the tone that I was told it was going to be. The imagery is dark. It's very unsettling. I could tell Guts is definitely a damaged individual. He's got some literal and metaphorical demons haunting him. And I'm actually curious as to what exactly turned Griffith against him, or what made Guts now hate Griffith so much. I mean, right now he hates him just out of pure fucking spite because he feels humiliated by him, and he wants to, kick his ass and be like, "Aha! I've regained my pride and manhood." Literally, his manhood. But even though I know that was probably an animation choice, like they don't want to show like dudes dingling like flapping around everywhere. Yeah, the second episode was definitely a lot slower than the first, but I kind of like what they're setting up here. Like, it's like, okay, you tell me that he's looking for this Griffith guy. It's like, okay, now the story has to tell you who Griffith was, what his relationship is to Guts, and then we get introduced to Casca, the douchebag, that little kid with the bowl cut, and then there's a couple other names that got dropped here and there. Yeah.
My boy Rickard, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Jeez. So I'm going into this assuming I shouldn't get attached to anybody aside from maybe Guts. Like everybody else is probably gonna end up dead at some point.
Yeah.
But we shall see.
It's gonna be so weird. It's gonna be so weird going forward, just having to hold my tongue as much as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm struggling not to like go off for like 5 minutes about like all the stuff that we kind of like skipped around that they may go back to, but
yeah,
I can tell there's going to be a lot of characters and subplots that are just going to be cut for time.
Yeah,
and I can understand that, but
I mean, if the anime doesn't cover anything, I'm going to go and read the manga. So anything that they do miss, I will get to it in retrospect. I think I might have you around for the next set. I'll be doing episodes 3 and 4 this coming weekend, provided you're free. If not, then I'll solo them, and then we can do like a discussion about them or something for the YouTube content. That way, you can advertise on my channel, and I can upload some more content related to Berserk and all that other jazz. But yeah, I honestly am really, really hungry. My coffee cup is empty, and I also need to piss really fucking bad. So I'm going to actually cut this outro right here and now. Like I said, I will leave a link to Pug's YouTube channel, which you need to DM me that so I can leave a link to it when I upload this, either today, June the 10th, or tomorrow, June the 11th. I might upload it today because I plan on continuing to upload my Fallout 4 and Elden Ring content. So yeah, I might make these the Sunday upload. So if we don't, this coming weekend. We'll probably do this again Saturday. If not, we can push it to Sunday, or if needs be, we can do it. We could try going for Friday, and then we have Saturday and Sunday to work with. So that way, if shit comes up, we have days we can backlog to. But anyway, folks, I'm interested in the story of Guts and Berserk. I am curious as to how bad this show is going to ruin me, how bad it's going to hit me in the feels, and how much it's going to torture the love I'm going to have for some of these characters. But thank you, Pug, for joining me, and thank you all for watching, and we will see you all for episodes 3 and 4.